bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is Comcast Newsmakers. Our topic today is the 30th anniversary of the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Here to discuss it with us is the producer of the Edmund Fitzgerald documentary, Roscoe Clark. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Before we get into what we are doing this year to remember the anniversary, for folks who are not intimately familiar with what happened in Lake Superior with the Edmund Fitzgerald 30 years ago, can you give us a little history of what happened? And while you do that, we'll look at a little bit of also historical video as well.
Well, in 1958 in River Rouge, this is on the Detroit River, one of the largest ships of its type was launched on June 7th, 1958. The ship that was built was designed to carry taconite pellets for the automobile industry. In November, which is common in November in Lake Superior, it was on its way back on its final journey when the ship disappeared from radar. 29 men went down, and it was one of the biggest shipwrecks in the Great Lakes.
And today, now 30 years later, on November 10th, you are going to begin commemorating, remembering that event with a series of events. Tell me about the first one, which takes place on the actual anniversary, the Night Watch event.
Well, in Detroit, at the Dawson's Museum, this is located on Belle Isle, they're going to have an event called the Night Watch of the Edmund Fitzgerald, which will incorporate lantern lightings, a reef ceremony, and they'll have singers, a concert, and some of the captains that were on the search talking about their experience that night.
You also mentioned that the ship was actually transporting taconite. You brought some of the pellets here with you. If it just looks like a little tiny little ball. And you are actually going to complete the taconite delivery the next day, correct?
Friday the 11th, around 11 o'clock, we're going to leave from the W.J. Westcott. This is the mail boat that delivered mail to the last time to the Fitzgerald. And we're going to take that down, the actual cargo of the Fitzgerald, to Zug Island and make that delivery on the 30th day, the 30th year to the day.
And then the next day, an open house back at the Dawson Museum. Tell me about that.
Now, the open house is quite unique. It's going to bring people that have a major connection to the Fitzgerald, such as family members, the people that built the ship, many, many different connections. And it will be all on display, and the public will have an opportunity to talk to these people.
And we should mention that all of these events, including the final event, which is a ceremony at a very special church downtown, they're all open to the public. Tell me about the final event.
Well, the final event will be Sunday. That's the closest to the sinking of the anniversary. And they will have at the Mariners Church of Detroit a 30-year ceremony.
And what exactly, I know you're working on a documentary as well, have you learned about the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald? Perhaps information that, anything new or information that is not commonly known?
There is so much more to the documentary than what we have thought at the beginning. This is an unknown type of shipwreck. The cause is undetermined. And it's going to be quite exciting when we get the chance to present a lot of the theories and a lot of the facts.
Take me back real quickly to the open house. Who will be there? Obviously not anyone really alive today that was intimately involved, or there are some rescuer folks alive?
Don Erickson, he's the captain of the William Clay Ford. He was one of the ships that went out in these torturous waters searching for the Fitzgerald. The pilot house of the William Clay Ford is on display at Dawson's Museum, and he will be in there talking and answering questions to the people.
Marvelous. Lots of events, lots of great people to talk to, lots of things to learn. Let's make sure people know how to get more information if they would like to attend or find out how they can attend. Thanks so much for joining us. If you would like more information on today's topic, you can visit tv17.org or you can call 810-955-4305. Today's Comcast Newsmaker was the producer of the Edmund Fitzgerald documentary, Roscoe Clark.
The preceding has been a presentation of Comcast Newsmakers. Now back to CNN Headline News.